What's up, guys? Happy quarantine. I hope everyone's staying safe right here. This video is part 1 to a Q&A I did with Pete a couple days ago. I'll be uploading part 2 a little bit later. Enjoy it. Okay, so we were so prepared. We had cleaned off this whole desk right here, got in the zone. I gave like a little speech that was not motivating to anyone, including me. Like even I was like, wow, that was tacky.
I thought it was great.
We flip on the camera, get ready to do our thing, and I'm gonna get in the shot a little bit more. And my battery was low.
Yeah.
And so we just took a 10-minute break and
reset.
But welcome, guys. We're gonna do a Q&A. This is Pete. He's a personal trainer, Lionheart Strength and Fitness.
Yeah, head coach, Lionheart Strength and Conditioning. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. He's been training me for years, and I think we've gotten some great work done.
Big time.
Big time, man. So super happy that he's helping me out with this. You guys have asked me some questions, health and fitness related, and he's gonna help me out with reading them. I get kind of monotone sometimes when I'm reading them the whole time, so having another person to kind of bounce ideas off is definitely gonna help.
Yeah,
take it away, bad boy.
Eric's been a great person to train with. You know, he always helps me push to be better. So let's see, what's the first question that we got? What do I do if I hit a weight loss plateau? You know, every now and then, you know, we actually, you know, we see the results when we do the things that we're supposed to do. When we follow the plans, we stick to the diet, we stick to the exercises, we start to see those gains. You know what I mean? And in this case, it's a weight loss. So now after we've already hit that first goal, what do we do to keep going?
I think a plateau is a great thing. People have a lot of negative connotation when it comes to hitting a plateau. So let's kind of work backwards a little bit. When you construct a plan, a workout plan, how many people actually follow through with it?
You know, we get fired up. We get fired up at the beginning. I see it all the time. We're fired up.
Right.
We're ready to get started. You know, we go out. We actually buy the groceries.
And once it gets hard, once you get sore, then everything kind of shuts down. When you hit your first plateau, that means that you've made some progress.
Yeah.
You've made so much progress that your body's not responding to it anymore. And all we got to do is throw it up, shock the body. Maybe if you're only doing cardio once a week, maybe do cardio 3 times a week. Maybe you're doing 20 minutes on the treadmill, bump that up to 40 minutes. Maybe you're doing regular traditional deadlift, and you're plateauing on that, so switch to sumo deadlift. You know, there's so many things you can do when you really sit down and think about it. But if you're doing your normal routine, day in and day out, you know, change it up. If you're doing hypertrophy training with 8 reps, put some weight on that bar. Do some strength training. Go down to 5 sets of 5. Maybe back off on the weight. Crank it up. Crank up the reps. You know, little things like that are really going to improve your body's ability to know what you're doing. The body is very smart and intuitive and knows when you want to lose weight, knows when you're trying to gain weight, and your body would rather stay at homeostasis. So just throwing a fork in the road and switching things up is how you break plateaus.
Definitely. Great answer. Good question, great answer. Let me see if I can get one of these out here that I can stump you a little bit. All right, here's a question that I think a lot of people want to know. It's something that I've battled with a lot of times before.
8 inches.
Can I still lose weight with only the gym? Just going in there. Can you out train a bad diet? Is that a thing?
So no, you can't out-train a bad diet. To go back to the question is if all you need is the gym to lose weight. Well, what are your goals? If you're just trying to lose 5 pounds, yeah, you can probably do that with just hitting the gym. if you're trying to transform your life and be in the best shape of your life and really get in the trenches, no, you're gonna have to spend some time in the kitchen as well. Yeah, guys, it takes a while. It takes a while to pull your food from the freezer to the refrigerator and thaw it out, to plan it out. Once you start planning out what you're gonna do and actually sit there and execute, which is just reading the plan. It doesn't have to be me, guys. I don't claim to know everything in the health and fitness game.
Any plan.
Any plan that you have will work. Any diet that you have will work if you sit down a day in and day out, cook the foods, sign in at the gym. You know, a lot of people say they're training. It's like, man, if I went up to the front desk person, they'd be like, I've never seen that person in my life. Are you really getting in the gym and training? Are you really putting in your meals in? That was a long way around to saying, no, you don't. Most people, that's not their goal. Is to just get one pant size slimmer. If you want to do that, yeah, go to the gym.
So, and that brings me to a really good point that I want to bring up. You brought it up, was what are your goals? What is it that you're training for? You know, if you're trying to lose weight, yeah, the gym alone isn't going to do it for you. You got to incorporate the gym. You got to incorporate the kitchen. You know what I mean? Now, if you're trying to get, you know, huge and you don't care about losing any weight at all, you just want to get huge and massive, you know, yeah, you're gonna get big and bulky and buff and everything, but is that going to be healthy for you? Is that going to be what you really want in the end? You know what I mean? So really think about it, right? Think about it. Set out your goals.
Yeah, and be accountable to those goals.
Be accountable. That's key.
If you say these goals and you have these aspirations, and then the next day you're kind of just like, you know what? I can have a cheeseburger. It's okay. I can have a Modelo Tall Boy. You know, and kind of justify that to myself. I had one last night. That's why it's fresh in the head.
That's why I'm laughing.
You know, and kind of lie to yourself. It's really, you're not being accountable, and you might not be upset then, but if the goal is to look good in 3 months by your wedding, and 3 months goes by, and you're at the day of your wedding, it's going to feel bad then. When you can't, you know, put on that cool belt, put on that cool pants, you know, because they don't fit, or something like that, or you want to give a toast and you want to deliver that toast and the, you know, looking the best that you've looked, and people are there like, damn, you know, Tom's been grinding, Sheila's been grinding, they've been putting the time in, putting the work in. I don't think it's bad to have some narcissistic goals like that and just looking good. I think that's where it starts. Eventually, it's going to get into, we're going to change our lifestyle, we're going to live longer, we're going to be healthier, we're going to make sure we go get blood work and it comes back and we have great numbers. But it starts being a little vain. It starts, you know, I want to go to the beach and I want to have a six-pack and I want to get some Instagram followers off of it. You know, that's how it's going to start.
You got to put yourself first. Put yourself first.
Absolutely.
You know, and be selfish in that aspect, you know. Whatever your goals are, you know, why not you? Why not you? You know? If you're over the age of 50 and you're deciding, hey, I want to, you know, try out for a semi-pro football team.
I love that.
You can do that.
I love that.
You can do that. That's why not you? Why not you? You know what I mean?
And it's never too late either. Like I love that you said a 50-year-old, because it's never too late. If you're 18, God, I'm only 26.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. There's a seniors division when it comes to the bodybuilding shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For men for men and for women. Yes, the masters. You know what I mean? And if you've never competed on stage for bodybuilding or figure, talk to someone who has.
Right.
They will tell you that it is one of the most intense things that you can do with your life, but it's also one of the most rewarding. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. And it's doable. You can do it.
And if you're an accountant,
you can have anything that you want.
If you're an accountant right now and your goal is to be the most fit accountant there is in your office, you know, that's a great goal too. Everywhere in between. Like we said earlier, if you have a plan and you stick to it and you execute and you put the time in that it takes to put that plan into action, you're going to see results and it's going to be great. Pete, next question.
Next question. All right. So we're going to go actually into the gym on this one. What are supersets, trisets, and what are drop sets?
They are hyphenated words.
All right, that's what I'm saying. We're going in the gym for this one. So explain what a superset is. I know that this is a term that you hear a lot of gym bros.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of gym fanatics talk about.
What it is, honestly, it's another way to answer that first question of how do I pass by plateaus. There are other ways to switch up your workout. I remember when I first started working out, years ago. This was maybe like early 2011, going into Spectrum when that was a thing. I think Gold's bought all the Spectrums, and exercising, and you almost had no rest times. Like you were just kind of trying out exercise, trying out the different machines that are around. So you give a little bicep curl and you do a little pec deck, and you just keep going. You almost do like a superset, tricep, things like that. I guess in layman's terms, all a superset means is you do 2 exercises in succession with no rest in between. So if you're supersetting a chest press with a push-up, or let's do 2 different body parts. If you're doing a bench press and then you're walking over to the tricep pull-down machine and you're doing some push-downs to hit your triceps, and you just walk right over right after your set, that's a superset. A tricep is just building right on top of that, 3 exercises together. Quad, a drop set is actually a little bit different. A drop set, I like to do it's another plateau builder. I usually will do that on let's say I do 3 sets for bench press, keeping it simple. On that 3rd set, I warm up before as well. My first 3 working sets, on my 3rd set, let's say I have 225 on the bar. Right after I do my 7th or 8th rep, I'm gonna rack it. And if I have people in the gym helping out, that's always the best. It's kind of defeats the purpose when you're, standing up and taking the weights off. Anyways, so let's say I have 225 on the bar, which is 245s on each side. As soon as I finish my 8th rep, I rack it. My partner will take off 145-pound plate, go down to 135, and then bam, I'm out repping it out. You can do another set of 8, 12. That one you can kind of push and maybe even go to failure on that one. I don't like doing that often, but if it is in a scenario where we're trying to go to failure, we can knock down to that 135, which is, 70, 80, 95 pounds under what I was just doing, or 90 pounds less than 225. It really shocks the muscle because now all that blood is just rushed into the pec or whatever muscle group that you're doing. Good way to switch it up. Is it right for everyone's routine? No. And yes.